It's the Brad and John Show.
It is the Brad and John Show. Today's date is Friday, December 12th, 2025. It is the day after Christmas, 2 weeks from today, right? Isn't that what we call it, John?
That's exactly right. You'll be returning all those gifts you didn't get, Brad.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And John, what do we do in the B block?
It's time for Brad's Top 3.
It's time for Brad's Top 3.
It is. And under contract, the ladies have to sing it not once, but twice.
It's time for Brad's Top.
Now, there's an interesting part of that which will become evident when I do my number one. But we start off with
It's number 3.
Joy Reid. What will we do without Joy Reid? Okay? Are you ready for this, John?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Do you sing very many Christmas songs? I mean, you still do that. Maybe you do that with your kids. Do you do carols and things like that?
Yeah, I love a good Christmas tune.
Do you do Jingle Bells?
That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Yeah.
No, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell.
The straight Jingle
Yeah,
Bells.
right.
Yeah. On a piano, it's C, 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 E, whatever. Yeah, I sing it all the time.
You shouldn't be doing that because you know why?
Is it racist?
Yes, the song is racist.
Oh, why is it racist? That's interesting, Brad. Why is it racist? I hadn't heard this. Why is it racist? I'm just guessing. If it's coming from Joy Reid, I'm guessing a song is racist.
She says it mocks black people. It goes on to discuss Pierpoint's history. This is the guy who, James Lord Pierpont, and matter of fact, there's a plaque in Medford, Massachusetts, where James Lloyd Pierpont is believed to have written what became known as Jingle Bells. And it goes on to discuss Pierpoint's history using racialized dialect and slurs and other words. This is on a clip she talks about. And the clip also notes that the writer later fought for the Confederate Army in the defense of slavery. She says, quote, "This is where a racist Confederate soldier wrote Jingle Bells to make fun of black people," reads the first caption on the screen. The video says that Pierpont was strapped for cash and wrote the original version, The One-Horse Open Sleigh, for performances where white actors in blackface caricatured black people trying to participate in winter activities. Reid, who lost her NBC show, The Reid Out, earlier this year, reposted the clip to her 1.3 million Instagram followers. She says, "Lord have mercy." The video cites a 2017 Cambridge University press paper titled "The Story I Must Tell, Jingle Bells in the Minstrel Repertoire." So you can't sing Jingle Bells anymore because that's a song that makes fun of black people, John.
Wow. I think we should just go through and any song that was written by anybody who has a relative who once owned slavery or drank from a water fountain that was whites only. I think every song should just be wiped off out of our repertoire.
There's a comedian that I see this guy from time to time on some of my Facebook, not the Facebook, but the YouTube shorts, okay? And he does this comedy routine where he talks about the horrendously terrible song, "Baby, It's Cold Outside, Baby, It's Cold Outside, you might want to stay."
Yeah, it received a lot of backlash in the Me Too era because you're suggesting that a woman should have a little something to drink and loosen up.
Right. And he says it was interesting when that backlash was coming out, and I didn't even remember this, and it is true. I looked it up. When that backlash was coming out, do you know what the number one song, he was talking about how the people were saying, "Oh, that song's totally inappropriate. We shouldn't be playing that song on the radio."
What was the number one song at the time?
WAP. Do you remember what WAP is?
Yeah, it stands for White and Proud, right, Brad?
No, it stands for something.
Yeah, which is what I disliked about the song WAP was the type of women, including white women, who sang it. And you know, when women who don't have a desirable WAP sing about WAP, it gets my bile to creep up. It's like you guys can sing it in the back room when you're shelving at Lane Bryant's, but don't sing it around me or tweet about it, you know?
It was really funny because I thought to myself, he's got a point there. Here we're complaining about this song that's been, I think that song came out like in the late 40s after World War II.
I believe so. Yeah, guys were coming home from the war and wanted to get some women liquored up, right?
Right.
That's how you got here, Brad.
Yeah, that's right. That's how I got here. Okay, we ready for number two?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's time for Brad's number 2. It's time for Brad's number 2.
I did a last-minute change, John, and I am going to talk about the lady who is the anchor in Springfield, Missouri. Her name is Carissa Codel. Now, I want you, if you can, all you have to do is just, matter of fact, you want me to send you a picture of this? Or can you?
No, I'll just look it up on my phone. What's
Okay.
her name?
I want you to take a look at her. Take a look at her picture, okay? Her name is Carissa Codel, C-A-R-I-S-S-A. Last name spelled C-O-D-E-L, and she works at Color 10, K-O-L-R 10 in Springfield. Okay, tell me when you see her picture.
Okay, the first three results said Carissa Codel, age, husband, and body. Oh, this is the chick who's curvy who read a bunch of tweets that were of guys saying stuff they would like to do to her.
No, they're criticizing her.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, but I mean, they're referencing her body. Yeah, I did see this, Brad. She got a lot of attention for this.
Yes, she's got national attention. She is, I think, a very attractive woman. John would probably disagree with me, but she is not on the typical scale of the anchors you usually see on TV. She's not 5'6" and weighs 110 pounds, and she is probably more pushing close to 200, I would imagine, but very attractive woman. Okay, so her management has essentially let her do this. At first, they fought her on this because I have a friend of mine that worked in that market, and he's told me sort of the back of the story that she got so many.
The back, Brad? Have you heard the story from the back?
The back.
Good word choice. Go ahead.
The backstory. Okay. She's gotten so many nasty communications. Apparently, they have some kind of an app where you can text her directly, and some people send her email to her station email address, criticizing her body, criticizing that she's overweight. So now she's reading these on the air. And if you've seen the video, they actually bring them up on the screen, then they show it, and sometimes the people's names are on there where you can see who sent these things to her.
I've seen all the names in the video I'm watching. All the names are blurred out, but yeah.
But every once in a while, they show the names with the people on there, and I find it fascinating because she's sort of, I mean, once again, it's really funny. Yesterday, on this very radio station, in the 8 o'clock hour, after we get off the air, Armstrong and Getty come on, and they have turned into my favorite show. I mean, first off, they're so good together. They've been working this gig, working the radio show for like 30 years now, and it's to the point where I'm like, how in the world can they still stand in the same room? But they have a great relationship, and they're so informative. And they're sort of like the Rush Limbaugh show because it's funny. They joke around. It's not like Mark Levin or anything like that. All he does is yell at people. He's not like anything like that. And yesterday, it was Jack Armstrong was talking about the fact that he got called a RBF. And you know what an RBF is, John?
Yeah, resting something face. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And he said that one time, and he said to somebody, he says, "Do you really think I have scowl on my face?" And they go, "Yeah, we never see you smile." So he says that about a year ago, he took that to heart, and all he did was smile at everybody. He walks around all day long with a smile, and he talks about how it has changed his life. People react to him differently and things like that. Okay, I don't understand why people have to be so nasty and make fun of other people because of the fact, and the sad part of this is, John, these people who are probably sending these comments to her probably live in a trailer somewhere, between Springfield and Branson, probably are maybe 100 pounds overweight themselves. Probably, they have a face that would stop a digital clock. Get what I'm saying? And to the point where...
Now, and so, sorry to interrupt, Brad, but let's say what you're saying about them is correct. And let's say making a classist and sizist argument about them is correct. But what if they were dazzlingly beautiful women who were in a nice home in Greene County? Their comments would still be petty. Whether they're 100 pounds overweight or whether they looked like they stepped out of a 1980s Playboy magazine, regardless, they're being ugly and they're being petty.
Look, I agree with you 100%. I don't understand this. I don't understand it to the point where, why do everybody have to be so critical? I have tried to go out of my way within the last probably 5-10 years of my life to compliment people. Matter of fact, one of the things was, I will tell you a story. This happened a long time ago. I still refer to it as my 50th birthday epiphany. It was a strange, weird day that I said, it was a bizarre day. Someday, if you want to hear the whole crazy story, I've never told this one before, but all these bizarre things happened on my 50th birthday, and it changed my life. And I literally wrote out what became my 50th birthday epiphany. And one of the things I put on my epiphany was I would tell people how I felt about them, and it would always be positive. I would never say, "Oh, I can't believe you wore that dress," or "Oh, I can't."
Which you were known for up until then, criticizing dresses.
No, I would always say, I try to say nice things to people all the time. I try to compliment people. And with the whole, the Me Too thing, you got to watch what you say now because, if you've taken the...
You'll get Don Marsh. But go ahead.
Right,
Your broader point, Brad, is that you made a conscious effort to be complimentary to people and not bring people down.
Right, exactly. And I still try to do that to this day. I don't understand. And what's interesting about it is this lady, and if you've watched one of the interviews, she says one of the interviews, she says, they're making fun of me now. I used to weigh 50 pounds more than I weigh now. And I'm going
so she was, I get exactly what you're saying, Brad. And so now the good thing about stories like this is that there will be, of course, there will be men that are complete simps and that are going to be like, I think you're beautiful and whatever, which is a completely different white knight type issue. But for her to address it, I think it just underscores, Brad, you asked the question of how are people like this? As I pointed out, in a book called Stalking, Harassment, Internet Trolling, A Guide to Recovering and Rebuilding After Online Attacks. These sort of attacks have been going on for a long time, whether it was people attacking you anonymously by calling you in the 1970s from a payphone or people sending anonymous email in the 1990s. A percentage of people are just ugly, mean-spirited people, Brad. And now they have a mechanism, be it Facebook or Instagram or X, by which to lob these attacks at people.
And John, I don't care what you say. I think she's a very attractive woman. And I will say to this to you right now. I will put this out on the air. Do you know what I think the sexiest body part of a woman is?
Oh, God, her brain.
Yes, her brain, brain.
Oh, boy, Brad. Listen to the applause. If Agnes still listened, she would send you an affirmative clap.
Okay. You ready for number one?
Yeah, let's hear it, Brad. I want to hear it.
And now, big finish, Brad's number.
John, recently, someone who works at another radio station complimented me. Matter of fact, this happened yesterday. They complimented me on my website, radiopoop.com, which I used to update very often, and I haven't really done a lot of updates. I think the last update was the KDH.
Are you saying that you started a project and didn't follow through regularly?
No, the last thing was the KDHX thing. And the comment they made, it was so interesting because the comment they made was made to me over the phone about 2 hours after I left the studio late yesterday morning, just finishing my latest tribute song. And the comment made to me was, "Hey, you never talk about Tracy and Rick anymore." And I said, well, tomorrow morning in the B Block on the Brad and John show, I will make the world premiere of the Ballad of Tracy and Rick.
Oh, are we going to hear it right now?
John, are you ready?
I can't wait to hear it, yeah.
2 minutes and 57 seconds of audio delight. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Tracy wore a blazer that screamed ambition. Rick had a tie with no conviction. They sold dreams wrapped in walls, floors and ceilings, but found no joy in the deals they were sealing. One day they said, let's make some noise, swap contracts for airwaves, our voice will be the right choice. Tracy and Rick on the FM dial, they talk real fast, but they fake a smile to hate a rhino. Yeah, they've said it twice, but are they kind-os? Or just playing nice? They hate the left, yeah, the liberal side. Said those libs are ruining the countryside. But their radio show took a strange little turn. Listeners called in, the truth to discern. Are you what you claim, or something else? Kinos in disguise, just fooling yourselves. Tracy and Rick on the FM dial. They talk real fast, but they fake a smile. They hate a rhino. Yeah, they've said it twice, but are they kinos, or just playing nice? Tracy and Rick on the FM dial. They talk real fast, but they fake a smile. They hate rhinos. Yeah, they've said it twice, but are they kinos, or just playing nice?
John, what do you think?
What a majestic song.
Do you
I love how it starts with describing what they're wearing. It's shades of your John Boss versus Michael Burton AI song.
So what do you think?
Now, Brad, was there, excuse me, was there some sort of incident that you referenced there where a nurse called in?
A nurse?
Is that just like a AI nonsense lyric?
A nurse called in. No, there's nothing about a nurse in there.
They say until a nurse called in
Oh, no,
and challenged them.
a listener called in.
Oh, I thought they said, okay, I thought the AI lyric was until a nurse called in.
No, listener.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So a listener calls in, and that's the tension of the story, and says, maybe you guys are just kinos, which for folks who don't know is Brad's term for Christians in name only.
And if you listen to Tracy and Rick's station, you hear the word rhino about, what, every 30 seconds or so? Isn't that about how often, John?
Every once in a while, yeah, you'll hear hosts on there saying the word rhino. You're right, Brad.
And my point being that they make themselves out to be super Christians. And to me, a Christian would not make fun of other people. Do you think that Jesus ever said, hey, you lepers, you need some plastic surgery? Or do you think that Jesus would ever say, hey, Mary Magdalene, what's the deal with you giving sex for money? Knock it off.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Now, in defense, to play the other side, Jesus did not know that Simply Bella was in Lake St. Louis, and he could have told people to go get a little bit of work, right?
You remember some of our former advertisers. So, John, on a scale of 1 to 10, the Ballad of Tracy and Rick, give me your score.
I think it is solidly right in the middle of some of your other AI songs, Brad.
Which you don't like.
No, I think it's now. What inspired you? You said that a gentleman called you yesterday, and you had just happened to make the song. Has anything happened lately that raised your ire?
No, it was just
Tracy and Rick.
John. This may be weird. Okay. Some things, I'll admit, I'm a really messed up guy, okay? I got a messed up brain, I'm ADD, and I got a messed up body now, the whole bit. Okay, there are times when I go into the studio, and to me, it's therapy. And I know you accuse me of that AI slop. I wrote most of the lyrics of that song. There was a little AI in that, but most of the lyrics I wrote in that song, okay? And it somehow gives me this feeling when I get done with something like that and I sit and I listen to it, it just makes me sort of, maybe I'm doing something right in my life. You know what I mean? Because
yeah, and it's the value of it because you are creating something.
Right.
And Brad, the reason I give you a hard time about AI is when you don't check AI, or it's not your actual words, it's clearly AI slop. But for something like this, you feel the joy of creating something from nothing, and it's cathartic for you. You're able to, like we talked about in B block, like we talked about in your number 2, I bet sometimes people that write mean tweets to Eric Schmidt, they hit send on it, or they hit send on a note to Carissa, and they feel better about it and they go on with their day.
But
Like there's a spectrum of mean versus not mean. But I get your point, Brad, and it's therapeutic for you to write your thoughts down and your lyrics down, and that's the way how you express how you feel.
And to me, I know a lot of people are going to go, oh my God, he's an AI guy. I find the AI thing absolutely positively fascinating. And to the more I get into it, and I'm telling you, some people are saying, well, look at all the jobs it's going to eliminate. Okay, let's go back 150 years. Okay, if you were going to farm 100 acres.
Use the tractor analogy, Brad.
Right.
How is it advanced? would I go out there and cut my grass with a pair of scissors?
No.
Or would I use a lawnmower?
A lawnmower, John. And if you were,
I would use a lawnmower, Brad. You're absolutely right. My favorite thing about AI jingles is how you were able to get the exact same band to perform Hotworx as Pro Body Works and Union. And those chicks are hard to get, but you were able to get that same band to do both jingles.
you know how I do that, don't you, John?
How do you, Brad?
I walk up to the women, I say, hey, you know what? I own radio stations. And they go, ooh, really?
And they say, wow, radio's still around.
It's still...
I heard a guy's trying to force the AM version to be in my
Right,
cars now.
and they say, do people still listen to your stations?
Oh, Brad.
Okay.
Congratulations on your latest AI song, Brad. And considering you have gallbladder surgery coming up, we may have all just heard Brad's last AI song.
John, today I have my pre-op checkup. I'm going for my EKG and all the other kind of stuff. And then,
I think when most people see your body, they know that you're definitely not post-op, Brad.
and then they're going to hopefully tell me my exact date. So we'll find out. Okay,